Success is a game of choice where you control the odds by your enthusiasm, persistence, and drive. My friends, each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, that is all we ask. People always ask me, Tom, what is it you're trying to do at Charting Wealth? What have you been trying to do for the last 10 plus years as you put this show on each and every day? It is to educate so that the next time in particular we have a market crash, you're not one of those folks that sits there and rides the whole thing down, because, my friends, as this market has continued to inflate, as we have printed money backed by nothing, which is all inflation is, real things go up in value because they're worth something. And as you print more money chasing the same things, the whole balloon just swells. But at some point, what happens when you overinflate a balloon? It pops. And when that happens, everything crashes. I've gone through three of those. The first one, oh man, was the dot-com bubble. I had watched my savings, my little nest egg, triple. And then I watched that bubble burst, and I saw it go down to $3,000 to $5,000 less than what I started with after it was 3 times that. I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to stay with us each and every day. Practice trade, learn by doing, read the charts, read the signs. I've tried to make this as simple and as easy and as efficient and practical and helpful as possible. We don't, live on Wall Street and trade. We're not doing the quant stuff. We are simply following these charts, which are plenty good enough. In fact, they're better than good enough. They are extremely helpful. We follow those. We look for weekly trends. That is the easy things that we can see when those are clear signs to get out, to get in. That's what we do here each and every day. And again, 10 to 15 minutes, that's all we ask. Hopefully it will save your fortune in the future. And it'll give you a lot of fun along the way. We're not a stock calling service, bond, gold, or Bitcoin calling service. We're an education firm. We want you to practice trade with us. We're not giving you market advice for things you need to go spending your money on. Want you to take all the classes, study, practice, show yourself approved by your success in paper and fractional trading if you ever put a real dollar in. Let's jump into these charts. We see stocks and bonds are down for the day. Gold and Bitcoin are up. Nice to see Bitcoin starting the week off with some up movement. And of course, gold continues to roll and TLT continues to go down. Stocks pulling back a little bit. The S&P starting the week off week. Now, whenever we start seeing things sort of stopping at a point, it makes us wonder, have we sort of hit a point, or are we just digesting those gains? Well above the weekly trend line on the 2-day and the half-day. Got a green candle starting the week off. So we're keeping an eye on things. We see red down candles for a day and a half. But again, we're watching, wondering if indeed things have just popped up, digesting those gains, getting ready to go again. And we shall watch, wait, and see. Right now, we're still long the S&P, but we are cautious and paying attention. NASDAQ 100, we saw the high last week was 734.39. This week, 734.58. So we did pop up a little bit higher as we started the week off. Again, volume, nothing to write home about here on the 2-day. On the half-day, we're hitting average volume occasionally, not a lot. Last week and the week before didn't quite get up to average volume. You can see where the average volume is bending over and heading down. So we'll keep an eye on things. We like lots of volume, but it is the summertime trading zone, so we don't expect that much. Down 0.16%. Looks like that happened as you look at the Heikin Ashi candlestick at the end of the day, that 4-hour, or actually 195-minute. We don't use a 4-hour because it's not an 8-hour day the market is open, and it's 2 195-minute sessions, morning and afternoon. At least that's the way we divide them, and we find that helpful. So we are still long on the NASDAQ, and we are watchful. What do we see going on? 20-year U.S. government bonds. Man, all things being equal, the markets tend to move in the direction of what? The largest chart. That's the weekly. And we've reverted to the mean. We bounced off the weekly trend line back on Thursday, Friday, and Monday. We can see down candles. We've pushed through this area that we had here of some support, and we've managed to push through it, which is beautiful. We've been short bonds now. What is this, going on 7 weeks? It has been good to us. You say, Tom, what's an easy way to go to short bonds? Well, we talk about it all the time, particularly here lately. TBF, something for you to practice trade. Again, inverse funds aren't perfect, but they can be wonderful when things are moving in the right direction. You understand what you're doing by practice trading them and continuing to move in the right direction. Again, up nicely. They are set typically to move in the opposite percentage, not dollar amount, but percentage of the underlying fund. So we were down for the day, 0.84% on TLT, and TBF is set to move up 0.84% or so. Now remember, there's a lot of ins and outs. I'll put that training on inverse funds at the end of today's video. Going to make myself a note here for you. Got to be careful. Why? Because inverse funds are not all they're cracked up to be. They can be good, but they can be problems. Reset every day. Magnify your losses, typically for short-term stuff. But again, practice trade them. See how they work for you. That's the best way to learn anything, by doing. Let's go on to gold. Gold up 1% for the day. We saw how gold had moved up so nicely, pulled back, and then started off again in the right direction as gold just keeps moving up. Now the high last week on gold was 407.36. This week 406.23. So we've not hit the high yet, but we're moving in the right direction. We are still long gold, and of course we are still short bonds. Bitcoin, after tracking down for many days on the red candles on the half-day chart, we do see green candles in the morning and afternoon, and nice volume popping up 2.11%. That's good. What does it show us on the weekly? Not much. Hovering around this support level. We shall see. One day does not mean Bitcoin is turning around, but one day can always start it. So we'll keep an eye on it. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.